Can you
Great.
hear me?
Yes, I can hear you fine.
Okay.
So, so welcome, Lindy. And so Lindy's going to be presenting about CUAV new features. Over to you, Lindy.
Okay. Hello, everybody. Nice to meet you again here. How are you? It's my honor to have a speech here. Thank you so much for inviting. Today our topic about the CUAV new products. Show. Can you see our computers now?
Yes,
right?
can see it fine.
Okay, let's begin. Today our topic is about the CUAV new products here to share. First of all, we will introduce about CUAV. As you know, CUAV is a hardware supplier for more than 10 years. Also, CUAV is the one of Autopilot's early partners. Our main products, including the hardware such as flight controllers, GNSS, and the RTK, telemetry radios, and CUAV cloud system software platform. So next we will talk about the CUAV autopilot. For last year, we launched S7 series flight controllers, such as S7 and S7 Pro and CUAV NORA. For S7 Pro, we use ADIS 16470 sensor, but because of the pilot's high standard performance, now the S7 Pros, we got the high feedback from the customers, and we will have high demands from the market. Thanks so much for the pilot. And also this year, we will have a new flight controllers, high performance flight controllers. If you integrate, we use at aviation connectors. This is the first time we use these connectors from CUAV flight controllers. And also we will use the battery temperature calibrations is supported from the pilot systems. So that the IMU will be high performance and more stable. And also we will add other integrate into the flight controller the device to reduce the wiring, such as the integrate RTK and DX7 processors. So next, we will share about the GNSS positional module. We upgrade from new V2 GNSS series GPS to new 3 series GPS. As you can see, this new 3 GPS, we can use listener for U+ M9 and G, and it can support 4 satellites. The accuracies we can improve to 1.5 meters. And for the new 3 Pro, we use the protocol for UAV cam, and we use the compass RM3170. It can have a stronger anti-interference performance. So this is our new GNSS for new 3 GPS this year. Next, we will talk about our new products for this year. As you know, it seems in the market, you can see it seems the PPK much better than the RTK, you know? And so in the last 2 years, we spent a lot of time to research the PPK. We call them CRTK2. So we integrate UAV cam protocol, and it supported PPK and RTK. and also use RM3100 compass, and also use the UBROS F9P receivers. So it will be high performance for this PPK. I think it's in the future demands a lot of for this demands high performance for this PPK. As we see, this is the hardware. We can see this. This is the first version for this PPK hardware. As we can see this PPK. Okay, let's talk next topic. And as you know, the drone development, if you want to control the drones anytime and anywhere, and also do the teamwork, so we need CUAV cloud. It is accessor UAV network communication solutions, including the LTE-SC and other networks equipment, as well as the CUAV GS, beacon, and transmission and other software systems. With this, you can send your videos and data to the computer, and you can do the teamwork. The teamwork even in the office, you can control the drone to send the data and the video by the teamwork. It is very easy, right? Here is the video you can see. As the video, you can see the drone, this is drones. This is our testing play for drones. It called Xunmin S4 integrated systems. And it can integrate the CUAV Autopilot V5 Plus or X7 series flight controllers, and use the new V2 or new 3 Pro GNSS, and it can use the LTE-SC, the data and videos together. And also we can integrate others remote controllers. The flight time can reach 35 minutes, and it can reach 20 kilometers. For the range, so you can see the weight can be the 3 kilometers. This is the testing platform. Now, from more testing, this is very high testing drones, very high, very stable now for this drone. Next, we introduce the drone systems number 2. We call 4+1 VTOL, and you can see this 1, 2, 3, 4 motors and 1 motor here. And this drone, we use materials for EPO and the carbon fiber, and it can reach the range for 150 kilometers. You can see the weights can reach 10.1 kilograms. It is a very high performance for these drones. This is our new drones for UC. And the battery, you can use this 2200. So the speed also very high. So this was for today. We share today. Thank you so much for listening. Any questions?
Yes, so thanks very much, Lindy. Much appreciate your it's great to see the hangar in particular. That's there's been a number of companies done hangars like that, and they're incredibly powerful as mechanisms for running remote operations. Really good to see that.
Thank you.
Also good to see more F9P GPSs coming out. I'm a very keen on that. Higher quality GPS makes such a difference.
Thank you so much.
Any other questions from the audience?
Looks like there's a question there from Tim Whitehand about the connectors.
Keyword connector, you mean for the CUAV cloud?
Yeah, the new aviation grade connectors. I guess Tim Whitehand wants to hear more about those connectors.
For the teamwork, you can control the zones. For your teamwork, you can have several accounts, so we can have several members to control the zones, to send the data and videos to control the drones.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Lindy. Much appreciated. And that brings us to the end. Unfortunately we aren't able to have the presentation from UAvionics. They had some travel apparently that and weren't able to make it sort of at the last minute. So that brings us to the end of the 5th session of the IG Pilot 2021 Dev Conference. And so we're back in about 4.5 hours. And so at that point, we'll be starting on our final session. And so that final session kicks off with Marco Muller talking about Open Mission Control and IG Pilot, then Matt Keir talking about the IG Pilot thrust stand. And finally, we've got the dev team roadmap. And for those of you who are planning to participate in the dev team roadmap discussion, which I hope is a lot of you, it might be worth having a look through last year's roadmap presentation. And I'll just pop that in the conference chat. So there's a link to the video from last year. And also I'll put in a link to the little document, the scratch pad that we were working on during that last video. So I've just popped that scratch pad in the conference April 2021 group chat. And so it might be worthwhile having a look through that just so we don't cover the same ground as last year, and then compare to what we've achieved compared to last year. See you all back here in about 4.5 hours time, and hope you have a good rest in between. For those of you who stayed up very late for these talks, apologies that we ran over a little bit, but I hope you'll agree that it was worthwhile and some absolutely fantastic presentations. All right.
Thanks, Serge.
Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, Serge. Thank you. Thanks, everybody.
Catch you later.